Hello, everyone. Welcome to UAlbany's Business Intelligence System tutorial video. Today, we will look at the award installments or 4 awards dashboard. First, let's go to the research menu of dashboards. This menu lists out 4 dashboards in research analysis: proposals, post-award management or book awards, award installments or 4 awards, and RF sponsor program expenditures. There are also descriptions of each dashboard to help you better understand them. To understand award installments and 4 awards, let's start from the concept of an award. An award is a record established from the award notice or contract received from a customer. An award record contains a funding source, award amounts, start and end dates, terms and conditions, and other information. An award can have 1 or more award installments. And 4 award is the sum of all installments. An installment consists of the total direct and indirect costs. The data in this dashboard shows 4 awards led by lead PI, departments, and colleges or schools. If you encounter any questions, please click the bottom part to send me an email. Now let's move on to the award installments dashboard. We have 6 tabs in the award installments dashboard: award installment summary fiscal year to date, award installment summary by lead unit, award installment summary by NACUBO, award installment summary by award type, award installment detail by lead PI, and award installment details. Award installment details table is the table that we use to build up each of the 5 tabs. Whenever you like to check into details, you can move to award installments details. So let's look at the first tab. The first tab shows the award installment summary fiscal year to date data 2 days before the runtime. The runtime here is September 2nd. So here the system reflects August 31st data. This is due to a 2-day lapse data processing time in Business Intelligence System. At the top part, the tab shows the fiscal year to date summary data of number of awards received, direct costs, indirect costs, and total costs. The second part is a comparison table for the current fiscal year 22 to 23, and the prior fiscal year 21 to 22. The table shows the number of awards received, direct costs, indirect costs, and total costs by each month. The table includes a difference part that we use current fiscal year's data to deduct prior fiscal year's data. For example, as for the difference of 5 awards in July, we use 23, the number of awards received in fiscal year 22 to 23, to deduct 18, the number of awards received in 21 to 22. When the difference is positive, meaning we are on an increase trend, the number will appear as black. When the difference is negative, meaning we are on a decrease trend, the number will appear as red. At the left side of the summary table, there are several filters that could be used to meet with your needs. Please remember, the filters are not only good for this tab. If you have selected a filter, it will be applied to all 6 tabs and detailed tables. We can select fiscal year display, the award month, lead school, lead department, NACUBO class, the award type. We can also type in lead PI's first name and last name to search for a specific principal investigator. For example, we can select award month, July here. After selecting July in our filter, we click Apply button, and the filter result will show up. If we would like to clear our filter, we move to the Reset button and click Reset to Default Values or Clear All button. And then we click Apply again. Voila, we are back into our summary table. If you would like to drill down into a single month, you can click the blue colored month here, and the system will bring you to the detailed page. Whenever you see the blue color in our dashboards, you can click on that content to go into the details. Remember, if you select a filter, it will be applied to the drill down table too. For example, we would like to look at award installments during July 2021. We can click 18 here. The award installment details table automatically shows award installments information, including the award number, lead PI for name, lead school, lead unit, award name, award type, NACUBO class, sponsor name, and prime sponsor name, award status, fiscal year display, award start and end date, the award count, direct costs, indirect costs, and total costs. Please note that different from proposals, book awards, and expenditures dashboards, we do not have a credit-based award installments. So we include lead PI, lead schools, and lead units in our award installments detail table. You can make adjustments to this detail table to tailor it to meet with your needs. For example, you can sort each column by clicking the triangle button at the top of the column that you would like to sort. Or you can right-click the column and select the sort logic here. You can clear your sort by clicking Clear All Sorts in View button. You can select to keep or remove certain numerical values in the table by right-clicking your column and then select Keep Only or Remove options. You can further select which measures you would like to adjust to. You can also show subtotals, row level grand total, or column level grand totals in your table. For example, if you select Show Subtotals after values for a word number, you will see the subtotals for each award number. To remove the subtotals, you can simply go to your column, right-click it, and then select Show Subtotals, and then select None here. Additionally, you can exclude columns that you don't want to show in this table by right-clicking the column and then select Exclude Column. You can also include several more columns, including award month, award created date, the PI's first name, the PI's last name, the PI's UAlbany email address, their employee ID, and sponsor type. Finally, you can also move columns to a specific position as you like by selecting Move Column button here, or you can simply drag your column to your preferred position. Now let's move on to the bottom part of our table. We can click Refresh our table. To refresh the table, we can click Print or Export button to print or export our table. To go back to our previous tab, we simply click the Return button at the bottom. Now let's move on to the next tab, Award Installment Summary by Lead Unit tab. This tab also presents a comparison of current and prior fiscal year, but this time we are showing award installments received by each school and unit. Please note that the order of credit schools and credit departments is according to UAlbany's organization chart instead of alphabetic order. All tricks that we have talked about in the first tab still apply. If we would like to look at College of Arts and Science details, we can filter it by selecting College of Arts and Science in the School filter, and then click Apply button. We can also go into each department to look at their details by clicking the blue colored numbers here. For example, we can click number 8 here to look into biology department's details. Remember that your filter will be applied to each tab and each detailed table. To go back, we click Return. To remove our filter, we click the Reset button, and then we click the Reset to Default Values or Clear All button, and then we click Apply again. Now let's move on to Award Installment Summary by NACUBO type. In this tab, we show a comparison table of 2 fiscal years for awards received in each NACUBO class. NACUBO class represents a functional expense classification that groups expenses according to the purpose for which the costs are incurred. The classifications tell why an expense was incurred rather than what was purchased. Remember that organized research category here is the same category as the research category in the proposal dashboard. If we would like to look into award installments characterized as organized research in fiscal year 21 to 22, we click the 122 number here. Sometimes the system needs a little bit extra time to extract the details. To go back to our previous tab, click the Return button at the bottom. We provide 2 pie charts at the bottom to show the distribution of each NACUBO classes according to award count and total costs of award installments. At the top, you can filter the pie charts by fiscal year. Our next tab is Award Installment Summary by Award Type. We have 4 categories of award types: federal, flow through, foreign, and non-federal. We can click 60 here to look into the details of federal awarded award installments in fiscal year 21 to 22. To go back to our previous tab, click the Return button at the bottom. We also provide 2 pie charts for award installment summary by award type here. You can filter fiscal year at the top. The left pie chart shows the distribution of award counts by award type categories. The right one shows the distribution of total costs of award installments. Next, let's move on to the Award Installment Detail by Lead PI tab. This tab is the same as the Award Installments Details tab. If you would like to look at a certain PI's record, you could click their names in this table. For example, you can click Catherine Lawson to check her records. To go back, simply clicking the Return button. You could also use the first name and last name filters to input your interested PI names. All other filters work too. The final tab is the Award Installments Detail tab. Whenever you like to look at more details, you could go into this tab and adjust it to meet with your needs. You are also welcome to use filters here. Thank you very much for your time. Hope this tutorial helps solve your questions. See you next time.